Okay. The castmate who carried the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 in her Judith Lieber,
Lieber.
Lieber, I don't know shit, bag. And when she's not bringing the heat, you can find her on tour on the big screen. Please welcome to the show my cousin, Drew Sidora.
Hey,
What's up,
cousin.
cuz? How you doing?
Oh, just got a facial, so I'm doing no makeup today. Bare
Girl.
face. You know, I love to keep a good glam face, but today, for the first time with y'all.
I love it. I love it. First of all, that is a privilege that you can take advantage of. So, girl, get your bare face. I mean, make it tea.
Well,
Thank you.
not everybody can do that.
No.
Especially in reality television. Okay, it's a whole different set of features without the makeup. So you look the same. Like we can recognize you.
Oh my gosh.
You're recognizable.
You know how you wear so much makeup, and then I was having like these massive breakouts, so I had to go get like a acid mask or whatever. So we're here and all natural. I'm so happy to be with you guys.
I know we've been trying to make this happen for a few years.
I know.
I mean, Drew's been booked. Erica, she's been booked, traveling, singing national anthems, doing movies, like just everywhere.
I'm trying to just keep up with you, girl, because we be on planes passing each other in the air. I swear.
We do.
Both of y'all are in your season. Drew, I was going over some footage from BravoCon 2 years ago when it was still in New York, and I was asking you about the manifestation of your journey and if this was a comeback season for you, and to see how you have, between the album and, everything that you're doing on the big screen, the little screen, it really is a true comeback story in real time. So as a fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's nice to see those stories. Like you have maybe a setback, but then you're showing the comeback in action.
Wow. That's real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's real life. And that is why I did join Real Housewives of Atlanta, was like to show the more vulnerable side of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, to let people see like I struggle like everyone else. My life is not perfect. I came in on COVID season in a boot with a ruptured Achilles. So if you guys remember, it really doesn't get any more real than that. But yeah, like on the show, you guys have seen the ups and downs. You guys have seen me going through my divorce. And so I feel like this season was my opportunity to really like show myself, and really me getting back to me, my career, and what that looks like, single motherhood, all of that I'm balancing.
I mean, Drew, I gotta just ask you, because we face a similar critique. Why do you think they come for you so much?
Like, what's up with that? And I do want to say this for the record. My mom was at a family reunion 2 weeks ago in Mississippi. And I have a post I'm going to send you, Claudia. They literally said, like, Michael Jordan didn't show up this year, but he is a part of our family. So I still got to...
we're gonna both go. We're gonna get our picture with them so we can shut up everybody, right?
Shut up everybody. I'm gonna do my genealogy. I'm gonna get some more, research. But apparently he is really my cousin. So I don't know why the girls were coming for me, giving me such a hard time. Our last name is Jordan, and so of course we want to be and hope to be related to Michael Jordan. Like that's just the thing.
Do you know who's another famous Jordan? Eric Benet is actually Eric Jordan.
Okay, that I didn't know.
Yeah, so he's our cousin too. So our family is popping. Okay,
our family is expanding apparently, and there's a lot of cousins here. So we take our cousin and family like very serious. And I think that people just need to have a sense of humor. Like Claudia and I don't know how we're related, but we're cousins. That's like all people need to know is that we're cousins. Period. Don't ask us anymore. And I just think the girls, I don't know, they just need to lighten up a little bit, laugh a little more. I did have grace, for some of the ladies, because we were like all going through a very similar situation. So I didn't get as angry because I know how it is when you're not at your best, it's hard to smile, it's hard to laugh. So I'm gonna just blame it on that. We're gonna see what's in store, hopefully next season.
But see, that just displays your level of empathy because, I mean, that's what you're really talking about. Some people, have none. Some people have a lot, and there's a spectrum to that. So being able to like temper how you're going to react is important. But I think a big part of your personality, from my perspective as a viewer, is your Midwest sensibility. Like you have a very strong like Midwest Chicago thing about you. And there's like,
Yeah.
I feel like as a Chicago girl, like you can do the self like deprecating humor. Like it doesn't have to be so serious, but we stand on business. So
Yep.
I can see that coming out. Claudia asked earlier if why people come for you so hard. Is this theory about your role on the game?
Ah!
How much does that play into how people perceive you? Because it was your first and last real name, people tend to like conflate the two.
They're still asking the chat. The Raymond Lano says, "Why did you cheat with Derwin?"
I saw a hashtag that said cancel the Drew Sidora hate. I thought that we were past this, guys. Like really, truly, wholeheartedly. It was a show. I had a script. I had a director. We were all actors. And I'm like, at the end of the day, Derwin was played by the amazing Pooch. Pooch had a wife in real life.
Right.
Like we were there to do a job, guys. And I always ask people, how many guys have you had lie to you? Because when I first met Derwin, he told my character he was single. Like I didn't know he had a girlfriend. So I'm like, I think that's why people connect to the show so much, because it was really art imitating life. Mara Brock Akil was very much about getting on the phone with the cast, talking through things that we went through in our life to make sure that storyline was emulating life, it was very connected. And I just think that's why the fans were so drawn to it, because it felt like they were living a part of their life or someone they knew, they identified or saw themselves in us. But I mean, it's been like how many decades now?
Right.
Like, come on, guys. I'm married. Well, I've been married, with kids, and I'm going through my own situation. I think we need to start seeing me as a human being and not Drew Sidora from the game.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into Housewives, I have to ask you how you feel about our upcoming film run hitting
Let's talk about it.
Theaters. August 29th is the premiere, but we have an Atlanta premiere. They just moved the date. Do you know about the day change? I had everything set up for New York. Okay, but now we're going to be in Atlanta on the 20th.
Yeah. Yes.
How you feeling about the movie theaters? This is not that there's anything wrong with streaming movies, because that's where a lot of people's bread is buttered right now. But we will be in the theaters all over the country.
It is nothing like being in theaters. As an actor, we always want a theatrical release. It is a lot of money put into that. It is a whole experience, So for this film, it is for the entire family to go get your popcorn, get a good seat, and support it. I'm so excited. I mean, Claudia, we've had a couple of emotional moments because it was kind of surreal. Like we did this amazing action alien movie, and then we were on the BET Awards talking about our amazing movie. And now we're going to get to watch it with everyone else in a movie theater. It's very exciting. Shout out to Footage Films family and Chris Stokes, who did an amazing job. But I think for all of us, we challenged ourselves in this movie. And I'm just nervous. Like I'm nervous and excited to see it. But I think this is going to be like one for the books. It's going to break some records.
You know what was special to me about this film was how many times have you worked on a show and you do your job, you check in, you check out, you leave, you get your check, and that's it. The bond that we all formed on that film, I mean, you couldn't be with us in New Orleans because you were booked on something else, but like our group chat is still, you check on it. Like it was very girl power-ish. Like we played girlfriends in the movie and then we got thrown into it, and then it really like life is imitating art now.
Yeah, we really are connected. And I felt like we were rooting for each other, helping each other. It didn't feel like going to work every day. It was like we're kicking it off camera, then we're on camera just doing our thing. And I feel like working amongst these ladies, Erica Mena, Claudia Jordan, Erica Pinkett, Annie, everybody knows Annie. I felt so humbled, so honored. Everyone is so talented. And I was just looking sometimes in awe at everyone doing their, moments. And I'm like in tears and I'm in awe. And I'm just really happy and humbled and honored and proud to be a part of this ensemble.
Look at Carlos King in the comments. He loves you.
I am so proud of
Yes.
y'all. Yes, I'm putting up Carlos's. I was like, Carlos.
I love you. I miss you. Like, what's up, bro?
Carlos has been singing your praises about your album. And also Frederick Holding says, I did it to me as Grammy worthy. Carlos has said on a Reality the King that your album is like the best R&B album that's out right now. No skips. Like he gave you the ultimate love. Like he speaks very highly of your album. So you are doing your thing.
Okay. So, service announcement. I we are up for a Grammy consideration. So I feel like Carlos is speaking some things because I literally just found this out today. So I was just like, it's a first step, and I'm learning some new artists. It's a Grammy consideration, and then that puts you up for a Grammy nomination. So, yeah, like I'm just happy to even be speaking about that, and I'm proud of this.
Huge.
Yeah.
I just got chills.
Oh
You're gonna
my
win.
gosh.
I just got chills. You're gonna win. Sorry.
I got seriously, this is so crazy too, because I watched your interview with Carlos King, of course, and I thought in my head, like, I wonder, she could actually, yes, she could be nominated for a Grammy, she could win a Grammy, which is like so crazy because when I look at the footage from you like 2-3 years ago, like watching that this week to prepare for you to come on, I was like blown away. Like, it is so amazing. It really is.
I love to see good people. I love to see good people win. Like I'm love it, love it, love it.
Yay, there she is. Come on.
Right, Drew. Okay, let's get into the Housewives chatter, shall we? Now, Shemea wanting a fresh start she wants a fresh start for season 17. What did you think about her apology video that was on the internet?
Girl. What was it giving? I was so confused. It was like the theme music. It was giving performative, contrived. It almost made it feel like she said the elders had her do it. It was almost like they made her do it. Like, sit down, this is what you're going to do. And I'm like, it just didn't match because you were just going off on me, posting these receipts yesterday. And then today you're doing an apology. And then about 3 days later, she was like back doing, I guess, her YouTube channel, saying like she could go harder on me. And I'm like, but you just apologized. So I didn't buy it. I'm not buying it. I feel like I really was disappointed in Shemea because I literally met her on the TLC biopic. That's when I first met Shemea. She came on and did like a role on one of the days we shot. And I thought she was so sweet, so humble, so nice. And then my first season of Housewives, she was a friend of the show. And it was like the same person. She was humble, she was nice, she was fun. And then it was like she got here as a full-time peach holder, and I didn't recognize this girl. You know what I mean? I was just like, I wasn't connecting to her. I wasn't understanding her. It felt like, who is the real Shemea? Just, I was just disappointed in her this season.
There is a theory out there that, well, this is a fan theory. I love this stuff. So there's a theory that the reason why Shemea came for you was to divert attention away from the situation between her and Porsha. How do you feel about that theory?
That theory is pretty on point. I feel like the fans are smart. They see, they know. You can't really hide too much anymore. And I feel like it came out eventually. Like, she was definitely deflecting because, mind you, she had talked to a few of the cast members, off camera about her issues with Porsha, and this whole idea that we were, prying into their business was not true because we didn't know there was an issue. To me, and like most people, it seemed like they were besties. Like, I had no reason to ever think anything different. So when she shared this in an intimate setting with Angela and I was just taken aback. I'm like, I had no clue. But the fact that she never could stand on business and like tell Porsha to her face or privately how she felt, it really showed me a lot about who Shemea is. The fact that she really doesn't have a leg to stick. Well, maybe she has 4 paws, but not a leg. There's no leg there. Stand on. So I was like, okay.
Girl, you was coming with it this season. You was talking your shit this season. You was.
Excuse me.
Truth. I just see it and I just call it out, and then they're like, oh, that's so shady. But I'm like, no, it's She's sitting at the table barking. And I just, again, I feel like as friends, we should be able to hold each other accountable, tell each other how we feel. Even if we don't agree, we can agree to disagree. But yeah, like she failed to do that the whole entire season and even at reunion.
Drew, do you see that comment on the screen?
From LeVar's junk drawer, bravo people, LOL, I'm here for a Drew and Claudia scene for the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What is the deal with that? Because obviously people are speculating who won't be there. Do we know for sure who is returning and who isn't?
So I can't say for sure, but I believe that next season's gonna be pretty interesting. Full of surprises. I know this much. I know Claudia has been trying to get me to go on a blind date. So I would Claudia knows a lot of good candidates, a lot of people. She knows everybody actually.
None for me.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, okay, so that's the problem. Like she has all these, knows a lot of good candidates, but the conversion on this side, it's like she twin zones these dudes, and then it's like there aren't any good guys, and now you're saying like she knows the good guys, but she's like not about those guys.
I mean, I'm hoping she can be Cupid in my life. Cousin, hello.
Oh, cousin Cupid. Oh.
Cousin Cupid.
Oh, you mean on season 17? Oh, got you. I hear you.
I mean, I would like it, whenever you have some time. I know you're busy. Every time I call Claudia, she's on a flight. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So
what's going on?
Get in where you fit in.
Get in where you fit in.
You've heard rumors. Do you think everyone's coming back for next season? Besides Britt, of course not. But is everyone coming back?
I mean, I think we have a lot of unfinished business. As you saw in reunion, there was some resolution. There was some apologies. There was an apology. But I feel like there's still a lot of unfinished business and conversations that still need to be had. So I would hope, that all the ladies honestly return, for the ones that showed up at reunion, of course.
I'm curious if you've spoken to Kenya about how everything evolved with the Brit situation.
Yeah, that was interesting how my name just got thrown in there, because absolutely, positively, Kenya never discussed anything about what she was planning to do, information or tea that she found out. She never discussed it with me. Obviously, I was there at the bank dinner. I saw them get into it. Kenya called me to tell me, what had transpired and how upset she was. And I checked on her to make sure she was okay. But she never came to me and said, oh, I heard this about Brit, or did you know this about Brit, and sent me anything. Like, there was never any of those conversations. So when we had our spa event, I was sitting there shocked along with everyone else. Like, I don't play those games, like go dig up dirt on people. If you watch me on any of the seasons, I'm not the girl that brings the bones and brings up these big aha moments. I just kind of am there defending myself. And I always have so much going on that I really can't even be concerned too much about the other ladies. And I'm really always trying to get to know the girls for who I, see them and how I meet them and experience them. So when Kenya did that, I was like, girl, like, I was very shocked. I was disappointed, because I wish she would have talked to one of us about it. Like, if she would have called me and said this was what she was planning to do, I would have talked her out of it, because I just feel like I still stand on the fact that we were looking forward to Kenya opening up her spa. This was her moment. You know what I mean? We've been on this journey with her for all of these years. This is something she did for her daughter. So the pedestal we put Kenya on, for her to do that, I just felt like she dimmed her own light. So I would have never supported that. I would have never suggested her to do it. So when they said me, I said, oh no, hell no. Like, I didn't even know. So how I got blamed for it, I was very shocked. And of course.
So you saw the pictures, right?
I saw the pictures there. Absolutely.
Was it Brit?
It was so funny because it looked like her face, but she had a lot of work done. So then I was like, is it her? Is it AI? Like, is it her, prior to
her prior face?
Yeah, the prior face. So I was really confused, because I was like, it could be her. We believed it to be her, but maybe it wasn't. I was very confused. But
after she said it wasn't her, so maybe she means the face, like who she is now. That's not who. She's
not claiming the old face.
I want to start doing that. Like, if I have light hair now and you saw me do something with dark hair, I want to be like, it wasn't me.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
that's a new rule. I like that.
Here's another thing that people are very curious about. When Porsha initially stood up during the reunion, did you think it was going to result in an apology and a hug, or was there something else going through your mind at that moment?
Okay, so us Midwest girls, when somebody stands up and you're sitting and they approach you because of the unbalance, I was like, I was ready for anything that could have happened. I really didn't know which way it was going to go. I was very shocked because Portia and I had not, really talked since we wrapped. So I was like, an apology was the last thing I was expecting. However, when she did the apology, I was like, okay, this was a long time coming. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't real, but I'm gonna hold her to it because I need her to show up. It's one thing to say I'm sorry. It's another thing to really show it in action. And I'm more of like a show and prove kind of girl. So I want to see if it was performative or if she's really going to be the
See,
Porsha.
this is a girl right here that has good media training. You say it without saying it. You go, I'm not gonna say it wasn't real. We just gotta let it play. That's some good media. You are a professional.
Because I was friends with Porsha.
I know
So
you
I
were.
want it to be real. I want to believe that it's real from the girl that I've gotten to know.
Yeah.
But the Porsha that was on Sweet 16, she was not sweet. Like, I didn't know who she was. I didn't recognize. And so things people have told me, just about Porsha and warned me about Porsha, I was kind of like, okay, I didn't meet this Porsha. This is a different Porsha. So I would love for us to get back to that friendship, but
Because you
I'm
guys
not
were
gonna.
friends. Like, right? You guys were.
Yeah, I considered us to be cool and to be building a real, genuine, authentic friendship. And I would hope that we could get back to that. But I'm not going to say the apology was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, we're riding off in the sunset now and everything is like back to what it was. I'm still going to hold her accountable to show up, to be consistent. And whoever she's going to show up and be this season. And I hope she's really like more grounded and back to herself.
So I want to offer a little bit more fan theory. Okay. I'm the voice of the audience today.
Yes.
So there is a fan theory out there that one, Porsha just came back in a different station in life. Like, she didn't seemingly have that type of hunger that she had in seasons previous. And that might just be because of her lifestyle. But you kind of became the sacrificial lamb in that triangular situation. It was like it was safe to go after you. And it seemed like Porsha and Shemea agreed on that. But what they didn't anticipate was that there was going to be like some ruffling of the feathers between the two of them that was going to create something bigger. So towards the end, it really didn't make any sense that there was so much vitriol towards you. And it never really did. And honestly, it was kind of heartbreaking too, because you and Porsha had like a working relationship. And I really liked that power of collaboration thing going on. And so that was disappointing. So that's just fan theory for you.
Yeah, I think I never bought this whole story and idea that she was really mad at me because, like I said, we had talked. We had talked about me working with Dennis, and she was familiar with the music, loved the album. So it was like cameras are up, and now you have an issue with me, but you could have called me, and we did talk, and you could have said it on that conversation. Yeah, so I felt like, again, I stand on what I said, that Porsha was signing on to be Mrs. Gubadia and show this life as a wife and her African princess, world that she was living in that we saw on Instagram. And I think when everything hit the fan in her marriage, she needed something. She needed some content. She needed to pivot. And I felt like I was the pivot.
It does seem like you're like the easy target that people think, and anyone that thought that you would be like go down without a fight, they were sadly mistaken this season, because you definitely was popping off back, and it was fantastic. I feel like you and Angela carried a lot of the weight of the season. Like, y'all carried. I'm glad y'all cool like that. Like, y'all definitely carried. And I think people will start having put more respect on your name, because you was not, it's funny because with certain people, and I have often said this, I think Porsha is severely coddled on the show. But if you're gonna have, well, she's going through a divorce, we should be considerate of what she's going through, which we should. I'm not saying we should not.
Yes.
Porsha's human just like anybody else. I
Yes.
feel like the same grace isn't given to you. And
Yeah.
also Kelly was going through a divorce as well. Like the three of you guys are going through something very painful, very embarrassing. And I feel like it shouldn't just be like, considerate of one person's feelings. Like I'll go on the record and say that there should be grace given and empathy given to you, to Porsha,
Yeah.
and Kelly.
Yeah. And I felt like that's what's real. Like in a sisterhood, we are sensitive to what each other are going through, even though we may not always agree. And I do feel like in some regards, people do just kind of feel like disregard what Drew has going on, even though you've seen what I've been going through, where we're hearing about what some of these other ladies are dealing with. You guys have actually had a front row seat to the demise of my personal life. And I just feel like people are blind or forget that I'm actually a human being, and that they need to give me grace as well in certain instances. And so I think it would have been better and we would have been stronger to be there for each other, knowing that when you get a group of ladies like 7 strong, opinionated, boss women, like we're not going to always agree because we're vocal, we're opinionated. It's bound to go down, you know. So you don't have to create this. And I think a lot of the women that come on the show, they're like looking for a moment, you know what I mean? And I felt like that with Kelly, like you're just coming in hot and you're just, you know, and I never got to even get to know the real Kelly. It was easy to come for me and shade me instead of actually getting to know me. And I was disappointed in her as
That's
well.
one thing about reality TV like this. People be so pressed to have a scene and go viral for that week instead of actually forming these relationships. So you made it through. So listen, before you go, we want to get your take on some housewife stories making the rounds. First up, Stephen A. Smith is slamming Michelle Obama after she said tuning into ESPN was like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Doesn't he even know how to hold a peach? Is he trying to get a peach? What do you think about Stephen A. Smith just, kind of getting mad at Michelle Obama, our forever first lady?
Right. Listen, Michelle can do no wrong, right? Like, Michelle wins every time. And actually, when she said it, I was like, that is a good analogy. Like, he do be yelling, like, unnecessarily. So, yeah, I agree with Michelle.
Here's the thing. A lot of people feel this way, and Michelle Obama just expressed it in her Michelle Obama way.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we as reality TV lovers are really criticized for our preference of entertainment. Like, we have to consider it a guilty pleasure. Yet people can watch sports all day, all night for multiple days, then go to ESPN and hear the commentary behind what they just saw. It's the same thing. And we don't call it a guilty pleasure. So the fact that Stephen A. Smith had the audacity to come for Michelle Obama, first of all, I did not like your tone, sir. I need you to pipe it down, make it a little less aggressive, because that was just completely over the top, which proves Queen Michelle 100% right. You got way too much drama, and I would really love to hear a tagline from both of you ladies for Stephen A. Smith, because I think he's vying for a peach.
Oh, you got one, Drew?
I don't know.
I struggle with this. Okay, I got mine. You got one?
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I think you could take this with Claudia.
Okay. I'm gonna have an imaginary peach.
You're a wordsmith here, honey.
My hairline may be fading, but I'm here to stay.
Oh my God.
No? Is that too me?
You win. That.
And Stephen, I rocked with you when you're right. Not when you're coming for Kamala or Michelle, but
right. Right.
Oh my God, I can't not see it now. Okay.
No?
Oh
my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Let me see if I can make it better. Is that okay?
That was great.
That was so shady and great at the same time.
And it was right on time.
Okay, all right.
Because now I can't unsee it. Now that's all I'm seeing in my mind right now.
With the piece spinning around. And then him going like this. With the peach. With clippers.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh
but can we
my gosh.
just shout out the fact that Michelle Obama knows and possibly watches the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh no, she knows. She watches.
That was everything for me. Like I was just like, period.
They all watch. I think Beyonce watches. I think Nicki Minaj watches. I think Michelle Obama watches. I think everyone watches the show.
They just don't admit it, to your point, Erica.
Erica, do you want to take the next one or do you want me to do it? Want to do the next one?
Yeah, but I would like to say everybody should come out. We should be very proud, out and proud Bravoholics. Okay. Okay. Next.
Thank you. Right.
I was like, what? Don't look at me like I'm doing something wrong.
Please
like,
keep it quiet, guys.
Like.
I'm on a podcast.
Okay, so next, Jeffrey Epstein's confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, has reportedly been transferred to the same prison as Jen Shah from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Do you think Jen and Maxwell will trade secrets?
I don't know. I just want them to free Jen Shah so she can go back to Salt Lake City so we can pry into her private life and see what all this is about. That's what I want to see.
So your team, Jen Shah, return?
Yeah, I think, once she serves her time for the crime, I'm ready to see her back shaking things in Salt Lake City. That's what I would like to see.
We need to let Jen Shah out and put Ghislaine Maxwell back in a real prison and not in the celebrity prison. You were molesting young girls. Let's and I'm not gonna let this president and this Justice Department keep throwing us off. We want the Epstein files, these little distractions you keep throwing out there to make look over here, look over there. No, we still want the files, and your name is all up in it. And all of a sudden, I think she's now trying to say, I saw nothing wrong. It's so fake. Okay, Shelly. So yeah. Okay, next one. Last one. Brandi Glanvill burned her face after using Nair on it. She says she used a product to get rid of a facial parasite. Do you believe her?
So I was with my esthetician and I was asking her literally, because I was going through whatever I was going through with my face. And she, in her expertise, said she didn't believe it was a parasite. She looked like it was just some bad Botox, and she probably didn't want to admit it. And the way that she's reacting and doing these things like Nair, she was like, I don't know any physician that would ever, or esthetician that would ever recommend Nair on her face. So she felt like, this was her trying to do things because of the bad Botox. And she's like been taking things in her own hands, trying to enhance, which I think she was already beautiful, right?
She was so pretty.
So pretty. So pretty. And that's what happens when you start messing with your face and, doing different things and saving money on the things you inject in your face. And it felt like she was trying to do a home remedy gone wrong. That was from her, my esthetician, and her, expertise in what she thought.
I will say, I've been honest about, I've done Ozempic and I had all the fillers taken out of my face. I don't have fillers in my face anymore. But when I did Ozempic, every time I did it, I did a few rounds. Every time I do it, I would get these very deep lines, like it would eat away at my face a little bit right here. And it's been really making me feel very insecure about it. And I don't want to put filler in it because I don't want to have that overfill look. So I'm done with fillers. I think after a certain age, you can't do fillers anymore because it starts having the opposite effect. It starts making your face look heavy and bloated and dragged down. So I took them out. I had them all dissolved. But I was wondering if maybe she did Ozempic and it kind of ate away at the good fat in her face. And she's been trying to fix it ever since. Because imagine being a beautiful woman your whole life and then something happens to your face and you're getting dragged. It would be enough to make me, I would snap if that was me. I would snap.
Yeah.
It is hard it really is hard to see her like that. Like it's a triggering situation because, we all have dibble dabbled in our beauty things. And that's always in the back of your mind. Like, is this necessary or could something happen? And to see her like that is like, it's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
Drew, before we go, a couple, just real quick, and I will let you go. People have been asking, what's your status of your divorce? Is he still in the basement? Hey, Ralph, can you hear us? Bang on the ceiling with the broom if you can hear us right now. Is he using your Wi-Fi?
All right. We're on the same Wi-Fi, guys. Yes, we are.
Can you hear us right now?
Yeah, you probably can. Yeah.
Hey, Ralph. Stop being mean to Drew.
You know, these vents carry sound. So, yeah. A lot of things you learn about your home. So, guys, you know, we're still going through the process. It's a lot. Like, you learn how the system can just drag things out. Getting on the books for a court date is harder than trying to schedule, like, you know, an appointment, you know, at the doctor's office. It's like, you just can't. It's a wait list, and it's been 2 years now. So, we're still going to the basement for 2 years.
What do you think about his song? Do you thumbs up or thumbs down?
Guys, the song. What do you guys think of the song? Let's hear you guys' opinion. I mean, because
I think he's trying to be you.
I didn't know he wanted to sing. It was very shocking to me. And the lyrical content, I didn't find it to be kind. But on a positive note, because I'm trying to manifest something in my life. You know, we still have 3 beautiful kids. And I really want to focus on building some sort of a co-parenting rapport with him that's positive and nurturing for the kids. So he wished me well. So I was like, well, that's, you know, I'll take that, you know.
One last thing. They want to know, how did he get access to your text messages?
He works in IT. He works in IT, so.
Okay. So he could probably hear. Why are we whispering?
Well, we were whispering because the sound travels through the vents, and he's in the
vents, right?
The vents.
So we're trying it.
Okay.
We're trying something here.
I liked how he ended the reunion. I didn't like how at first he was coming off as your ops. And I'm like, I need him to stop trying to embarrass you when he's on television. He would not be on television if it wasn't for you. And I don't like that he was like trying to like clown you at first. So I hope that you guys are in a better place now from that.
Here's a question too. How did he end up at the reunion?
Girl, I was like, this is giving last season. I was so mad. I was like, I'm not coming. Or when he comes, I'm gonna walk off. Like, I didn't really know what I was gonna do because I didn't feel like I could sit there and endure another reunion. You know what I mean?
He didn't show you his reunion outfit. Did y'all take 2 separate cars? Like he leaving from the basement and you leaving from upstairs at the same time?
Did you not see us go to court? It was like we were meeting in the driveway going to court. It is just, I would have never imagined my life to be like this. I don't understand the order. I don't like the order, but it is. And so this is my normal. It's very not normal. And so, yeah, like I didn't know he was coming to the reunion. So I was just like, oh. And, but I had enough. You guys saw I had enough. I was like, listen, I was coming for him. I was like, this is just, you're just not going to continue to embarrass me. But I felt like the way that it ended, I'm trying to manifest those vibes. Continue. You know, because it's like, I'm tired of going to hell. I'm tired of having to talk about him in that way. And it just feels like you can only go so low. I'm just ready to change the narrative and manifest something for the betterment of our kids because they see everything.
Are you ready to date?
Well, I say it like, you know, I wasn't, but if you can like introduce me to somebody nice.
Because they was trying to blast you on the show. They said you was with the one dude, but okay.
And I keep saying that's my, you know, don't you know?
I know Black. Yeah, he gave me what yo, those hookahs be hitting too, and that they have a number one. Hey, Black, I'll date you. Give me some. Well, I'm not saying I'll date you for hookah, but just send me some hookah. That might be Drew's man. I don't know. That might be my cousin's man. I don't know.
You see, I was giving him out a reunion, so I got you. Like, you see, I had him in my purse at BET. Like, it's a great product, and that's my friend. And they were trying to stick people on me, but I'm like, listen, I am dating. He is single. He is dating. Yes, that is my friend. We have a great friendship. He's super cool. Anybody that knows him, he knows all the girls. He has a lot of girls that endorse his product, and I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Okay.
But
so
if you can like, you know, do a little situation.
Fun fact, Drew and I dated the same person back in the day.
Ooh.
We did.
Do we know him?
A football player.
Oh.
What team?
Right.
But she came to me and asked me, but like I dated him years ago, and then she was like, it wasn't that serious. But yeah, I'll say it: the Colts, Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
What year?
Oh, not the narrow down process.
I was
think,
like,
wait.
I
Was Peyton Manning quarterback?
Yes, and I was a Patriots fan, so it was hard to go to those games
Right.
and support him.
Edgerrin James.
No.
And he was very passionate because when they lost, it was
Jeff
like,
Saturday. No.
Oh.
Who else was on the team? Marvin? Was there a Marvin or a Melvin?
If they dig a little bit, they'll definitely see who it was for me because we were on a red carpet before.
Randy Moss wasn't there when Peyton Manning was there.
Someone said, Danny said, Claudia, you be talking too much.
This is early 2000s.
I am 52 years old. I don't give a damn what y'all like think about my dating life. I don't care. Listen, I have a history. I have dated. I've had relationships. I've had love. I've had heartbreak. I got a whole bunch of stories. I have always been a one-man woman. Yes. But I've had several that didn't last very long, like maybe a year, or maybe 6 months, maybe 4 years. So I have lived my life. Now, the last 2 years I've not lived, and nothing has been living up in me. But that's okay because it's about to change real soon. I'm just saying.
Yes, that is very true. Please speak the truth to power.
Oh, yeah,
Let me just be very clear. I mean, I don't obviously, Drew, I know you peripherally. I do not know you, although I did call you my Chi-Town homie in the promo. But this class of ladies over here could actually do more in terms of being like, out in the streets. This isn't really the class of, like, I'm just being honest about it. Like the stuff that people put on you, you're like, really, like, I couldn't have done that on my, like, on my best day.
The Jordan girls have lived.
Your nature, it doesn't really seem that way.
We have lived life, just like all women, so I don't understand why people, feel like you can't talk about your life. It's your life, you're sharing. And that's what us women do, like all women have had a past, dated, been in and out of relationships. I mean, you've watched my relationship on national TV. So what are we talking about, guys?
I just don't care anymore. They've already said the worst they can say. So fuck all of them. Okay.
And we found it to be funny. It was no drama. Like, you know what I mean? That's what grown women do.
16 years. I'm over it. We're all over. Everyone's over it. We're good.
I love that y'all had the conversation though.
Yes. Fine. Listen, it's all good. Listen, Drew, thank you so much. We're glad we finally got you on here. I'm so happy. I will see you at the premiere in Atlanta, August 20th. And looking forward to sharing the big screen with you and hearing the reaction. So please follow Drew on all her social media. Support the album, the movies. You're about to film one tomorrow, another one. Yes. She's doing her thing.
Yes.
Congratulations on the Grammys news. That is massive. And
the Grammy consideration. We're going to pray for the Grammy nomination. I'll keep y'all posted. We got to celebrate though.
We will definitely. Thank you so much, Drew Sidora.
I love you guys. Everybody go see the movie Run August 29th.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.